Hey everybody, and welcome to Meals with Melissa, where I come up with healthier options of things that you love to eat. Now, it is summer, and so I want to come up with a healthy summer salad. I love salad. I especially love spinach salad. So we are going to make strawberry spinach salad with a balsamic vinegar dressing. So, super simple. We're going to start with the dressing. We're going to make a half batch today, like normal, so we can eat it at my house. I love it. I love fresh. I love greens, I love fruit, so this is a really great combination. There's some nuts in there. Now, of course, you can always substitute, and I am going to show you a couple of substitutions when it comes to the dressing itself, because the original actually contains maple syrup, so we're not going to do that. It's got sugar in it. All right, so we're going to start with 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil. Okay, I'm going to mix this in a smaller bowl. I've already got my spinach ready to go. So 1/4 cup. Olive oil, there we go. Okay, to that, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons and 2 teaspoons of balsamic vinegar. Now, the original, of course, is double, which is 1/3 cup. Kind of a weird one to break down in half. So, 2 tablespoons and 2 teaspoons of balsamic vinegar. So, this is just from Costco. We use a lot of it at our house. Here we go, 2 tablespoons. Oh, love this. This is like my favorite dipping sauce. You know when you go to an Italian restaurant and they give you olive oil and balsamic vinegar and bread. Of course, the bread's not the greatest option. Now in Europe, it's a different ballgame. Okay, so to that, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of syrup. Now we're not using maple syrup. We're actually using maple flavored. That's made with monk fruit. Of course, it's one of the best options for sugar substitutes. We only use monk fruit and stevia as much as possible because those are the 2 that don't raise blood sugar. So we're going to add 1 teaspoon of the syrup. Again, we're just looking for sweetness. Now you might have to modify that just a little bit because of course the sweetness is going to be a little bit different than your normal maple syrup, okay? So keep that in mind. All right, to that we are going to add 1/2 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. Now here's the deal. You can find Dijon mustard that contains no sugar, but you're going to have to look at the ingredient list because most of them do contain sugar. So I did find one. This is French's Dijon mustard. Contains no sugar. We're going to do 1/2 teaspoon of this. I know I just saw my 1/2 teaspoon, right? We're going to mix this up. We're also going to add just a little bit of salt and pepper, just a taste. There we go. Making a mess because I'm good at that. All right, a little bit of salt and pepper to taste. There's my salt. There's my pepper. Just a little bit, just a little bit. Now, remember that if you are eating super clean, you do need to add salt to your nutrition because electrolyte balance, right? Most of us are told we don't need much salt because, of course, the standard American diet contains a ton of sodium. But the deal is you actually need to salt your food when it comes to eating clean, okay? So I'm going to whisk this together and set it aside. Oh, yeah. Super simple. Look, that's it, what? 3 minutes max. Okay, that's ready to go. We are going to mix it together and throw that together with the spinach salad in just a second here. All right, so I'm going to take about 8 ounces of spinach. Okay, I know that looks more than 8 ounces, but it's actually a little bit less than 8 ounces. You can also add some mixed greens to it if you choose to. Okay, and to that I'm going to add 1/4 cup of feta cheese. Now you can also use blue cheese or gorgonzola, whatever works best for you. I like all of the above, so I'm going to use my little measure cup. Make sure you grab crumbled or crumble it before you throw it in, obviously. Yeah, we're going to help it out here. There we go. All right, we're going to throw this in just a second. All right, we're also going to add 1/4 cup of chopped pecans. Again, you can use any nut if you have an allergy. Of course, you're going to want to make sure you stay away from that. But I've already pre-chopped my pecans. We're going to throw that in. Okay, and then I'm also going to add 8 ounces of sliced strawberries. My favorite thing for this time of year. I cannot help it. I love berries of all kinds. I'm going to throw that in there. Okay. Now right now I'm just going to use my hands. They are clean to mix that up. Okay, but of course if you have some salad tongs or fork or whatever you want, you can do that. Okay. And then to that I'm going to add the dressing, mix that up, and it's good to go. You guys, this is so easy. Listen, I don't do complicated. I'm not the best cook in the world, but I know how to follow a recipe. So one of the things you have to remember is that if you want to eat healthy, you have to learn to do a little bit of cooking. It's not that complicated, and you can learn anything on YouTube these days. So don't be afraid to go online, look up some healthy recipes. You just have to know the basics on what you can and can't eat, or shouldn't eat, I should say. You know, making sure you're staying away from things like vegetable oil, sugar, those kind of things, and knowing what you can replace them with is super important. And we do a lot of that at my house because, you know what? Eating clean is not that difficult. It doesn't taste bad. You just have to know how to make it work for you. So, you guys check this out. Try this recipe. Let me know what you think. If you have a recipe you'd like to share, we would love to hear it. Either leave a comment down below or you can message me directly at Facebook Messenger. Because we love it. Why not share? We all are in this together. So, have an incredible day, you guys. Oh, don't forget to hop on my YouTube channel, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you can find every recipe that I come up with. You'll have a great recipe and a great variety of things to eat. Have an incredible day, you guys. Bye now.